Hello everyone. I'm Today I am going to take a session on class 9 topic, that is gravitation. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. I am Vishal Lahudkar. I have completed BSc in physics, chemistry and mathematics, uh, and I have chosen a topic on physics, that is gravitation. Also, I am conducting private coaching classes for CBSE and state board student of class 8 to 10th for science and mathematics subject. So this is about me. So let's begin with our today's topic, that is gravitation. So whenever we always observe that every object falling from height always move in a direction towards the surface of Earth. So, for example, apple falling from a tree always move in a direction towards the surface of Earth. Also, the planets revolving around Earth rotate in their particular orbit. Moon revolving around the Earth also rotate in its particular orbit and do not go in any other direction. So there must be some kind of force which is acting on these objects and objects responsible for their motion in particular direction only. So one scientist, that is the Sir Isaac Newton, suggested that there is a force and he named it as a gravitation force which is responsible for movement of these objects in particular direction only. Mm. And he stated that he also tell that this every object in the universe attract every other objects. So you must be thinking uh, why only apple moves towards the surface of earth and not the earth move towards the surface towards the apple. So here it is because this gravitational force is depend upon the mass of objects. So the mass of object, here we can see the mass of object is apple is very small as compared to the mass of earth. So so we do not see the force of attraction by apple on the earth, but we can see the the apple moving towards the earth due to earth attraction of earth's force of gravitational attraction. So this is the reason behind it. And Newton is have also given a universal law of attraction. So this is the Newton's universal law of attraction. Stated that every two objects in the universe attract every other two objects with a force which is equal to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of distance between these two objects. So let's write the equation for universal law of gravitation. Suppose these are the two bodies or objects with mass m1 and m2 separated by distance d. And we know that the gravitational force acting between uniform bodies is directed along their center. So this is the distance. So let's write the derivation. F is directly proportional to product of masses m1 into m2, and force is inversely proportional to square of distance, that is d square. So by combining this equation, we have to take one constant here to remove the proportionality sign. So let's take capital G as a constant, then we will get. So here, by combining this equation, we get this equation F, and this is the force acting between this body, and here G is the capital G is universal gravitational constant. Its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. From this equation we can write the equation for capital G also. So let's write capital G equation. So this is the equation for capital G, and its value is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So from this equation only we can see that its unit is will be 4 Newton meter square per kg square. Now let's derive a equation for acceleration due to gravity acting on any object at the surface of Earth. Suppose this is our Earth having mass capital M, and one object is at the surface of Earth having mass small m. So the distance between these two objects will be equal to the radius of Earth. So by rewriting equation 1 for this condition, we will get F is equal to G capital M into small m upon R square. So we get this equation, and we know that F is equal to mass into acceleration according to second law of motion given by Newton. And here we know that acceleration is equal to the acceleration due to gravity only, that is small g. So we can write F is equal to ma, which is equal to mg. So we can write F is equal to ma, which is equal to mg. Now by putting this value of F in this equation, we will get mg equal to g m upon r square. So we get this. So here small m will get cancelled, and we will get the equation for acceleration due to gravity, that is small g is equal to gm upon r square. So this is the equation for acceleration due to gravity, that is small g, on the object at the surface of Earth. So if suppose the object is at certain, so this is the equation. So the value of small g is maximum at pole and it is minimum at equator. This is because the size of shape of Earth, as the shape of our Earth is like orange, as it is move in a it has a rotational motion. So it is somewhat flattened at the pole, and somewhat extended towards along the equator. So, and also at the center of Earth, this value of small g, that is acceleration due to gravity, will be 0, because as the value of r will get 0, this we can see from this equation also, g will be 0. So this was all about today's session on gravitation. Hope you liked the video. Thank you for listening.